That's the thing, because you know what it takes to get to that level. It wasn't just 4 years. They've been grinding for 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
But there's this kid, Sora Shirai. He's kind of like what Yuto was about 3 years ago.
Okay.
He's on that like technical floats on a skateboard. Has gotten a 9 on a run, like as an overall score. Like crazy kid. He's like 17, bro.
Dude.
And he's
kids are
already like
fearless.
street league competing like for top spots and all that kind of stuff. And then his little brother skateboards, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think Yuto was the first one, I think, to make at least make me go, oh, they're getting down like that in Japan. It's just not something that I thought they got down on is
I
skateboarding.
didn't either.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that it was like that out there.
Well, when you think about it, man, like a lot of Americans, they go to other countries and China, Japan, like they have a lot of street spots out there.
True.
Gnarly
that,
good
that are
spots,
in our
too.
videos.
Yeah.
And they also pay attention to American culture because our culture is so like in front of the camera, like
Yeah.
a big part of the media. So I kind of think that they just kind of adapted what they were seeing in those videos and they just stepped it up a notch. Because it's kind of like our generation. We were watching 90s videos and early 2000s videos, and then we'd go out, we'd watch skate parks all day, and then go out later in the day and then
Try what you saw.
try to like one up what they were doing in the videos.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it has to do with that because if you can visualize it, you can kind of put it together physically. So I think that if somebody saw a kickflip front board, they might be able to say, well, I can tray flip front board, or I can tray flip lip side. Or if they see a tray flip front board, they'll maybe try to incorporate like a hard flip blunt or something like that.
Did you see the other day Nyjah at a street league missed his second ever tray flip?
Yeah. It's
I
crazy.
see that.
He's never missed one. He's only missed a tray flip twice in his entire street league career.
Wow.
That's been like a decade.
He has that Kobe thing, bro, where it doesn't matter if he can get on that board, he's gonna go skate.
Dude,
You know, and people think it's like it's God given talent, and I think part of it is.
Yeah.
You have to be coordinated, and some of that's genetic, but you gotta have that killer.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I met this kid when he was like this tall, right? And he's got that thing. Like it's you see it in his eyes. He's like he's not tunnel vision.
Nothing else matters.
It's tunnel vision, dude.
Nothing
he
else
doesn't even
matters.
see anybody else. He's just like I'm here.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
And that kind of going back to the Japanese, culturally, they take a lot of pride in what they do. And sadly, that's why suicide rate is so high when past retirement age, because they dedicate themselves to making whatever career choice they made into the best that they could be,
Yeah, so
up to the fullest. So I guess that goes for skateboarding too. You're gonna do the best you can all the time. There's no excuses unless you're physically hurt.
That's an interesting approach because they could be taking the martial arts approach to,
Yeah.
to skateboarding and their work.
You know
and
it.
everything.
You know it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we like adapted their martial arts like to our country and kind of made it our own. And martial arts is very no bullshit. You're very proud. It's very individualistic. Like you can only do what you can do as an individual, and your whole reputation lies on how you can perform.
Yeah, even Japanese history, bro. Like the Mongols, while they were taking over the rest of the world, tried to take over Japan. The Japanese said, "Nah, we got these Japanese things called swords and bows and arrows, and we're really good with them.
Yeah,
And you cross that ocean or whatever, you're gonna get fucked up." And they did.
yeah.
And that's when Japan started their reign of terror in Asia. But that's in the past. They're our friends now. Yeah, dude. Watching those kids literally float. The only other person I've seen float like that is Shane O'Neill.
That dude's a float. Yeah.
He makes it seem easy. His arms barely swing.
Yeah.
It's just literally the board moving,
Yeah.
and just the tips and the backs of his his feet.
Crazy about Shane too is like he barely skates now. Like he barely puts shit out.
He's the reason because I was into skateboarding all through my youth, like from like 10 to like 25, and then like 27 I got back into it because I had seen him and how he skateboards, and then the Street League came around and stuff like that. Oh, I was a big Rob Deerdeck fan, Robin Big and whoop de woo. So I gladly watched that. It was free. It was on YouTube. So why not? And these kids are doing crazy shit. So then. Nyjah gets in the picture, and then P-Rod and like all the old school guys kind of like getting phased out, and that kind of sucks too. But the body gets old, bro. Like
Yeah.
you can be 45. I mean, look at Tony Hawk, like bones breaking and stuff like that. And
He's
still out there.
yeah, he's the
Dude,
OG. you know?
he's got a cane and he's still hitting the vert ramp.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that you can't stop him, but you know he is human.
I mean, let's talk about that. Though. Like we're addicts.
Yeah.
Like skateboarding, it's an addict thing. Like how many times you got broke the fuck off, and then like as soon as you heal up, you're like, I'm gonna go skate.
Yeah.
It's an addict thing. Like who in their right mind is like gets like seriously injured, and they're like, I'm gonna go do that again.
Yeah.
That's like addict behavior.
Yeah, dude. Nyjah, one torn ACL. It's been a career. I'm good. I've been doing this shit from like
Football
13.
players all the time.
Yeah,
They're like,
dude.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, damn. Like, I tore my Achilles. Whoop de whoop. I can't run in a straight line
From
anymore.
my old knee back in like. That
Meanwhile, he's doing Tre Flips with a recovering ACL, trying to do hubba tricks and shit like that. Like it's, it's amazing. Like y'all, I wish I could get on a skateboard, but I know better. I know my strengths. That's not one of them. But believe me, if I could, man, I'd want to fly too.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd want to jump off fucking stairs and all kind of shit.
Yeah,
because that's so amazing to me.
That is what the feeling is too. It's like flying.
Yeah.
And you can go as fast as you want. You can turn any way you want. You can move how you want. Like all the tricks float. Like once you get to the point where you build that muscle memory in your legs and you build like those hip flexors and everything is just a floater and you got that pop, it feels so good.
You get that like fast twitch reflex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like you're really comfortable on your board and you like I remember being like you skate so much you get to this point where you're just like kind of like connected with it and like you feel every fucking crack, every little bump, like you know how to adapt, like lift your weight here, like just every little
watching these kids adjust midair.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. Cuz you're this much from snapping your ankle, that board going straight up your ass. Like you're this far away sometimes.
Late tricks always blow my mind. Like the guys that can like kick flip and as before they land, shut it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? How do you have like
this far off the ground?
Yeah, like how do you have like that's what I'm talking about, the fast twitch reflex where you're just like kick flip, boom.
Yep.
And it's just all like you don't even think about it. It's a reflex almost.
Yeah, because in my mind I'm like, how do you know how much time that's gonna take? Because you land primo, you do this, you do that, and then you can't skate for a while. Or you're gonna grit your teeth and go through it. Like, it just depends on how bad it is.
Over and over and
It's
over.
a rhythm.
Yeah.
It, like when you do it over and over again, you kind of feel the rhythm of the trick, and each trick has its own rhythm, its own feel, and it's not really something that you can explain, but it's something that you just naturally do.
Because I think also people underestimate how much of an athlete a skateboarder is. Because I've seen events where hours, an entire day, and you're pumping all fucking day. You're going through elimination rounds, all that kind of shit, and then you get to the finals, and then the finals take long.
Yeah.
It's all day, and that's pumping, jumping. Like, that's crazy athleticism. And then, like, when it comes to, like, X Games and stuff, you do it tomorrow, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're, like, all weekend.
Yeah, and when we were coming up, the skaters ate trash. Like, they ate... like fatty burritos,
right? Yeah, they ate like
tacos,
shit.
Yeah, there was no like taking.
After every session, which causes inflammation. It fucks up your muscles. And then shout out Neen Williams. Neen Williams really made it popular to work out in the skateboarding.
Okay,
culture.
really?
Have you seen Neen lately though?
Yes.
So he lives in Austin. He started Not a Chance Burger, right?
Yep.
Joe Rogan has shouted him out like multiple times. Like it's like a big deal. And like he's all about the fitness and like I'm sure it's like super really good beef there. But we need to go check that place out.
We do. I'm down. And he's got his own seasonings. Yeah. He's got his own seasonings.
Oh, really? Like his own line of seasonings? Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. That's dope as fuck.
And it's all healthy, all keto. Like, or I don't know if it's keto, but it's all like healthy.
It's like
stuff.
Good quality shit.
He actually he lives in Fort Worth, I think.
Really?
So he's kind of local. Oh, okay. He's always at Four Down.
Yeah, we should chop it up.
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. And then you see, like, also the amount of money these fucking skaters make now. Like, Nyjah's more than likely now, unless you're Yuto Horigome or something like that. That's pretty much unattainable. But to see what he has now, like his crib's crazy, garage stupid, can pay for all the best rehabs, all the best doctors, all that kind of shit, and still have money left over to be good for life.
Yeah, following him on Instagram is interesting.
Yeah.
Dude.
He has an incredible house.
Yeah.
I remember when he was like looking for houses and he found that one. Dude, it was just watching him like look for houses and shit. You're just like, what the fuck, like.
And it goes a lot. It goes to say a lot about his character too, because a lot of people will let that go to their head and be like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
The fuck. Why do I need to go out there and like possibly bust my head open, tear another ACL? Why do I need to do that?
That's the thing too. Is like Nyjah gets like a lot of hate and shit, you know, because like he's
like the Patriots, bro. They were tired of seeing him win.
They're tired of seeing him win, but god damn, he's so good.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, when he started being an adult and started doing it to all the people we loved, then it was like, man, fuck that kid, bro. What? Blah, 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 blah. Oh,
cut all the dreads off.
P-Rod was sore that day. You start making excuses for the people you love and all that kind of shit, but that sometimes, sooner or later, you're going to be like, fuck. It is what it is. He's just that guy.
Yeah,
There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and they hate on the child stars because they treated Sheckler the same way. Yeah. And Sheckler is a phenomenal skateboarder.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a great dude. Like, he's a pretty solid guy. He's got a good personality, but he had a reality show. He was going through a lot during the reality show. They based his script off of all his family problems, so it was all on Front Street. And he got judged heavy for that. He got judged as a kid. As a kid, people called him like a little punk bitch and all that kind of stuff because they couldn't beat him. And that's really what it was. Like, he's skating against grown men in these contests at the Mountain Dew Free Flow Tour, all that, and they could not beat him.
Yeah. It's just, man, it's funny how humans think, you know?
Yeah.
Especially, and I think it's more so because, like, let's say if you're a new fan, more than likely you're going to be rooting for the best one if you're a new fan. But if you had been watching for a while, you see, like, your favorite skateboarder used to get first, second, third. Now they're getting fourth, fifth,
you got some
sixth. You're like, golly, man. Same thing with Yuto. I was like, because I view him and Shane on the same kind of like style, just very technical.
Yeah. Very
like I said, floaty. And then he started edging out Shane and like scoring and stuff like that. And I was like, golly, man. It must be a fluke. And then he did it the next year and the next year. And then it's like, all right, cool. He's one of them. Mm-hmm. He's one of them. Like there's nothing else you could say. He's one of them.
Yo. P-Rod was a child star too.
Yeah.
They hated on his switch game. Because like he could skate switch like it was regular.
Switch.
Yeah.
And then people forget how hard it is to skate switch and how much time and dedication it takes to learn.
Well, he was doing the fucking hat thing. You remember? He was like, like put it over his face, like a solid, like the camera would cut to him.
Yeah. He'd be like this.
P-Rod's turn to go. And he's sitting there in his hat, like for a solid like 15 seconds, gathering himself, put the hat back.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this, and then go.
Yeah.
Every go, like relentlessly, every time.
The last time I saw him, because I like watching Street League because I like street skating. I think it was like 2 years ago, and man, I'm like, bro, you could have stayed home, doggy. Like, but I get trying to go out on your shield. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. No, I'm gonna fight through this. I know I'm old, but I can still fucking rock it. And he got some tricks down, but at the same time, you're going against Nyjah and Hoban and all these other kind of people that are really hungry and are really good.